When you grew up, what did you do with your old toys? Some people give them away, and others keep them in a box. But two brothers from Lincoln sell them at Toys from the Past, the Midwest's biggest vintage new toys and collectibles store. Like most people, Dan and Mike Beretta's interest in toys began when they were just kids.
I think I grew up in like the golden age of toys, really, because we had G.I. Joe and Star Wars.
In the meantime, Dan and Mike's father collected tin toys from a different era, the 1920s and 30s.
The last couple years of his life, him and my mom just traveled around the country and bought toys and just filled rooms full of toys.
When their father passed away, the Berettas ended up having to sell most of his collection.
Regrets 101, I guess.
But the brothers never stopped collecting.
We actually kept this suitcase because my brother and I thought it was so cool. Our very first buying trip that we went on was in Fairbury, Nebraska, and the person that sold us these toys had kept them in suitcases when he was a kid.
Their interest in vintage items led them to open an antique mall, but their most popular items for sale were toys.
So we started to slowly phase out the other dealers and added more of our toys until eventually it just became a toy store.
In 2012, Mike and Dan Beretta opened their first Toys from the Past store.
We try to keep it as organized as we can. It's an organized chaos.
Down the aisles are Hot Wheels, Barbies, Legos, comics, and plenty of action figures.
Now it can be considered an art form because people do photography and stop motion. It's an addiction that you don't have to, that's not going to ruin your life.
But this store will remind you of your life before you were old enough to vote, pay bills, or own a home.
We get a lot of wows. We get a lot of I had that, which is our ultimate goal.
Another goal is opening a toy museum in their hometown.
And hopefully it will be something that draws national attention.
The Beretta brothers want to keep bringing back good memories for people in Lincoln. And you can reach out to them if you have something that you think belongs on the shelves at Toys from the Past. You can find their contact information in our web story. For Pure Nebraska, I'm Grace McDonald.